What's up, folks? President Buck Lightning. Uh, I have something that I'd like to discuss. Something that happened to me tonight, and the specifics of it as it pertains to me aren't important, but the lesson of it is. Uh, there's this woman that I've known for about 12 years. We were online pen pals. We've never met in person, and apparently now we never will. I noticed on Facebook earlier that she had deleted me. Now, to be clear, I don't really care if you delete me off of Facebook. It's not a big deal to me. I'm always a little curious as to what makes people upset with me to delete, that at least the ones that know me. The people that don't know me, that just added me for some strange reason, that delete me, I don't really care. But the people that do know me and delete me, I'm just curious what it is, and I'm not mad. It's Facebook. The people that actually are truly, truly important to me, um, for the most part, I just talk to them on the phone. You know, uh, Facebook's just a way of communicating with a lot of people at one time. It's not important though, so I'm never really that upset. But normally I just let it go, even though I am curious. But this time, like I said, I've known this woman for 12 years, and I felt like I knew her pretty well. I consider myself to be a good judge of a character, but everyone does, so maybe I'm wrong. Uh, so I messaged her and I said, "Look, I know she deleted me, and I'm just curious. No harm, no foul." And when she wrote me back, she wrote this like, well, it wasn't a totally long screed. It just seemed like it on Facebook Messenger, but like a two-paragraph screed that I'll be honest with you, I didn't really understand what she was talking about. It was something about like, there I am sitting on her messages and chilling. I didn't really understand. The only thing I did get was she said, and I'm paraphrasing for simplicity, people like her make people like me sick. And I sat there for a minute and I wrote her back and I said, like, I don't really know what you're talking about for the most part. Obviously, it's politics. But I said, but the part where you said people like you make people like me sick, I said, man, I'm kind of shocked, but you don't really know me. I thought you did, but you clearly don't know me at all. Uh, I've never really been like that with people. I have plenty of people in my life that I disagree with. Some of them are really smart, and I disagree with them totally. Uh, there are people that uh, I agree with quite a bit that I know don't really know what they're talking about, or at least not on a deeper level. Not that I'm anyway. Uh, but regardless, all that's important to me is that I feel like you give a shit. I've often said it's very easy to be part of my family. All you got to do is let me know that when the day comes when things get bad, that I can count on you. And that day may never come. I don't expect it to, but I need to know that I can count on you, and that's all it takes. It's easy for me to have friends that I disagree with. And even if we have an argument, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to, like, even if it's a heated one, I'm going to let it go. I've never gotten rid of somebody because of their politics. I've hidden people's posts, usually because I like you, in fact. This woman has posted things that I thought were fairly virulent. I always use that word virulent. I don't even know if I'm using it right. Inflammatory. I don't mind politics. I don't mind discussion. But when you write posts that say that person who does this is a whatever, or I don't like these Facebook groups. Like, I saw one the other day, conservatives are destroying the world. No, that's stupid. And if you're signing up, and I don't want the opposite either. I don't like groups like, look at libtards. Um, I do follow people that say things like that, and I'm not in particular agreement with it. Um, anyway, anyway, but if I like you and you post things like that, I'll just hide it. No harm, no foul. I move on. Uh, I don't go. I don't respect that person as a human being anymore. If I did, I would just delete you. But um, we can get along. You just gotta act like a decent person, and decent people don't attack people that they disagree with. Even if you're right, like we all live in this country together. We're all a big community on some level. Um, doesn't matter if Donald Trump is hashtag not your president. You live in this country. He's your president. He's my president. I don't like him. I think this is going to be a rough 4 years, but he's my president because he was elected. Um, and but even if I did vote for him, even if I did like him, this idea that we can't get along, that we can't be on a Facebook page together, regardless of who's president now, or who's president 4 years from now, or 20 years from now, if you can't get along even in the slightest, if you can't just be pleasant to people you disagree with, you're going to have a shitty life. And you're probably a shitty person. I mean, I know some people get off on this kind of stuff, but that's the reason this country is going to hell. It's not because, and I couldn't disagree. Well, I really, really don't like Barack Obama, but he didn't ruin the country. He did things that I think are helping make the country worse, but he's not Dr. Claw. And the same thing goes for Donald Trump. I don't think Donald Trump's good for this country, for very different reasons than the media tells you. But he's not going to ruin the country. What's ruin the country is the behavior uh, that we've seen from people of late. There was a thing for Thanksgiving. Some website, I don't remember if it was BuzzFeed or Slate, but it was one of those types of websites, was telling people that they should fight their family members that they know voted for Donald Trump. I'm all for free speech, but I'd really like to just, well, I was about to say something violent, but that just kind of makes me a hypocrite. Uh, but I can't take shit like that. Like, your family, the family that you're born into on some level, but certainly the family that you choose and the family that you create are the most important things in the world. Uh, all of this, the computer I'm speaking into, the website that I'm going to upload into this is all bullshit. It's all meaningless. On a basic level, we're an animal that are here to spend time on this planet, hopefully get a little enjoyment, create the next generation that's going to propagate the species. That's it, which basically means we're here to live, enjoy, and have a family. Um, the idea that you should be fighting people because you disagree with them is ludicrous, and partially because I don't care who you are, I don't care who you listen to, you're not you don't know everything. Yes, it's very possible that you're right. It's also incredibly possible that you're completely wrong. And to get rid of people who care about you, uh, or to cut yourself off from people who could care about you because of your petty politics, it's unacceptable. But, no, but these people believe that, because they're racist and misogynist and or they're libtards, and it's it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Everybody everyone around you, the person that you hate most in the world, just kind of wants to live their life. Well, there are some people who sort of want to be divisive and political, but those aren't good people. It's not good to want these things. But most of the people, the person that you think is the most vile human being you've ever met, just kind of wants to protect their family and protect their own interests and live their life. Most people aren't cartoon supervillains. It would be great if that was how you could delineate the world, if it was like a comic book or a movie where the bad people were the bad people and the good people were the good people, but that's not the way it works. It makes me really sad that this is the state the world's in. And, I'm a firm believer that the pendulum continues to swing, and maybe we'll get to a little bit of a middle ground in a few years. Probably not soon. It's probably going to get worse for the next few years, but, you know, uh, it'll definitely get better, but it just makes me sad to see people eliminating family and friends over nonsense like this. That woman that deleted me, I never went to her page to talk politics. We talked politics a little bit when I first met her. That was 12 years ago. If you were going to delete me, you should have deleted me then. Uh, but now, it's sad. Anyway, I've droned on enough. But take care of the people around you. And, you know, if you're a good judge of character and you're a good friend or a good family member, they'll take care of you too. And that's how you get on through the next 4 years, and the next 8 years, and the next 20 years, the next however many years you live your life. Just be a kind person. And yeah, it's important to pay attention to politics and have these discussions. But, you get the point. I'm out.